Sims here, back with another video after a long time. Um, yeah, it's probably been maybe almost a year, but I've been very busy with studying and everything. Um, yeah, it's fine. I'll try and make some videos again, but who knows how long it might last, hopefully longer than before. But today I decided to do some Sims 3 this time. I've only done Sims 4 on the channel before, but I decided that maybe a bit of a change would be nice. I don't know how much more of it I'm going to do because this honestly took me so long and it was so much more difficult than any Sims 4 house I've made. I forgot how difficult it was making houses in the Sims 3 compared to the Sims 4. Like you've seen what I just did with all the, obviously it's cool, you can do the whole constrained floor elevation cheat and use all the foundations. It's different to the Sims 4, but it's so much harder. And later on, you'll see I tried to edit it, the foundations, and it was just not working at all. And there were so many points in this build where I was just getting so frustrated at the game. So I won't be doing a lot more of that, probably not, but we'll see. So the family I created this for, I played a little bit of Sims with my sister, and we made a family of fairies. They do actually have a cat, but I didn't put any pet stuff in this house. I forgot about it a little bit. But there are 3 children and the parents, and so this is a 4-bedroom house. 3 of the bedrooms upstairs, 1's downstairs. Yeah, we'll see those later on. There are 2 teens and 1 child. I realised I didn't actually give them very skill-based traits. A lot of them were more personality-based, so I just had to make up things to put in the rooms to make them interesting. But anyway, here I'm doing the roofing, and I forgot how difficult it is to roof in The Sims 3. I don't know if I just can't remember if there's a way to rotate roofs in The Sims 3, but I don't know if it's how you start to drag it, but they just wouldn't go in the direction that I wanted them to, and I was getting so frustrated with what it was letting me do and what it wasn't. And I was looking at it now, and I was thinking there's too many bits. It's not all fitting together. It doesn't look like it flows at all. It was just looking really awful. I had so much trouble with roofing. Honestly, it must have taken me ages. And then here, I wanted to go to another square further, and it would have been fine, but it wouldn't do it. So I tried to put a chimney in. It was working at first, but you'll see I take that out later because the placement inside the house was just so bad. I couldn't get it. It was like in between. It was like in the middle of 2 squares, and here you see I tried to put more of a room downstairs, and it's not cooperating now. I don't know why. I really don't understand. I know you can't put a wall next to a foundation, but why didn't it let me do it earlier? I don't understand at all. Yeah, I gave up with that, so it ends up being a really small room in the basement, almost pointless, but I left it there. Here, I like this. This is quite nice. Just a little thing out the front. I replicate this out the back later. I was just trying to get a little bit of a feel for what the house colours are going to be. I still had no idea at this point. I think those colours might end up being kept on there, but oh, here, this was a problem later on, because where there's 3 steps there, the Sims actually need 4 to walk down, and I did playtest this. I playtested it, I saved soon, and I playtest to see if he can walk up those stairs, and he walked up them. Later on, I playtested it again, and he wouldn't walk up the stairs. And I don't know why, but I don't know why he did it the first time, not the second time. But I change it, and it's okay. It all works now. Although there are a lot of things that I had to playtest in this house, and there are some things actually in the final screenshots that aren't great. One thing I wrote, the shower is the wrong rotation. I'll come to them when we get to them. Oh, here you see I'm trying to move around the fireplace, but if I move it even half a square, it does not look right in the roof. Yeah, it was so awkward trying to put a room around, so I'm trying to do the rooms. I'm just placing something in each room to get a feel for what each room is so I can remember. But no, the fireplace was just so in the way, and I was trying to do rooms around. Oh, here. The music room was initially for the child because the child is a virtuoso. I thought you could get violins. I forgot that is actually The Sims 4, so the child can actually not play any instruments at all until he's a teenager. But it's fine, I kept the music room there anyway. I figured a musical child would likely have a musical family anyway. Here I'm messing about trying to get the chimneys to work, it still wasn't working. So I've just given up, I've taken it out completely because it did not look good. And I think I just put in a little bit of roofing, made it so that there was a little bit of an arch over the, I don't know what it's called, the gable roof. I just changed the roofing and it made the room's layout very much easier to work with. Yeah. Oh, also, I didn't realise, well I did realise, but I forgot that in The Sims 3, when you move objects on, the doors and the windows, they go really weird, and you'll look at them and they're just like morphed into the wall. That was so annoying, because obviously I had to use move objects quite a lot in the house. It's not very spacious. The lot is very small. It's actually on a lot that I placed in Edit Town on an island in Isla Paradiso, because I wanted them to be separate from the mainland. I don't know why, it was just nice because they're fairies, I don't know. But it was very hard to place there. I had to find an island where there was some flat, but it wouldn't let me place a lot bigger than, I think this is only 30 by 20, something very small like that. So there's not much of a garden at all. They've got a deck at the back, that's pretty much it. But then I suppose they've got the whole island as their garden, if you think about it, even though they don't own it. There's no one else on the island, so it's not too bad, just very limited space to do gardening, which the mother fairy does really like, which is a bit of an issue, but it's fine. Here you see the windows I'm trying to put in. Some of the windows, I don't know if you saw at the front, oh this is the custom content window, but I take this out eventually, so don't worry about that. But the windows at the front, I tried to use this little window, and when you zoomed out, it was like the inside of the window just disappeared and it was just a hole in the wall. And I looked it up for quite a while. I couldn't find anything. People just said it was where the lot wasn't loading properly, but I don't think that's it, 'cause it was only certain windows that did it on. I'm going to see if it's to do with my custom content. I'm just going to remove all my custom content in build by mode, because I don't really use it, to be honest. I don't like using custom content in build by. I don't know why I even downloaded it. And then I'll see if that fixes it, but I don't know. It shouldn't. There's only one window in this build that has that issue. I didn't realise until much later on, but I really liked it by that point, so I couldn't take it out. It's a bay window. You'll see me putting it in shortly. I did not know what windows to put on this bottom floor. They just did not look good because it was so out of place with the floor above, because the wall is actually a lot taller. It's this bay window here. You don't see it yet, but later on you'll probably see on the inside. I'm too zoomed in at the moment, but you'll see on the inside it just disappears. I don't know why. I really don't know why. In game I'm just going to have to zoom really in so I don't notice. Yeah, we're going for this. Just light cream colour, just going really basic, not too out there. Some stone, and I add in some siding in a bit. Oh yeah, here I tried, because I don't actually know what that is that's causing that glitch at the bottom, because I'm pretty sure that's both, oh no, I know it is. The foundation, it's where the foundation is joining with the deck. I think it's where one of the stilts is in the wall that makes it, but I did not like it at all, so I tried to get a column to cover it up, and I tried to put another one on top, but the columns actually in The Sims 3 are very limited compared to The Sims 4. I didn't realise how limited they are. There's not just a straight column without using a store one or a custom content one, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, here I'm having a bit of a problem. I realised that where I moved the deck around, it's had an effect on the whole house, and I had to go back and change it. Yeah, that column was quite a pain to place. It was being really irritating. I spent quite a while on that, but we should be moving on to the interior soon. Yeah, just getting some cladding around. I think I'll add more of that later, because I was looking at the house and I just thought, I don't like it. it was just looking really ugly, and I thought, no, I need to change that. Yeah, I didn't know what flooring to go with on the deck. I went with this orange in the end. I don't know if it was the right choice. I changed the stilts on the foundation soon. I don't know how soon, but I changed them to the light colour that I've been using on the rest of the house, not that orangey colour, which I actually really don't like. I've just realised I'd never changed that banister on those stairs at the front, so I'm going to have to change that because I'm not sure how I feel about that either. But yeah, I didn't know what room to finish first actually. I think I ended up going with the bedroom. So this is the master bedroom. It's very blue, very green, a little bit of purple. My problem in The Sims 3, this was also why I prefer The Sims 4 building, is creator style. Creator style is so good, but I just do too much. Like, I remember when I used to build, in fact, I've probably done it in this house as well. I say used to, but I was a lot worse then than I am now. I used to copy and paste. In fact, I think I used to drag over the exact wood of every single item in the room had to be the same on every single item in the room. I was so bad that where you have doors or archways, where you can have each side is a different wood, I would have, if one room had say a dark brown wood, I would have that exact wood on that side of the archway, and on the other side, say it had like a white wood in the room, I would have that exact wood on that side of the door. It's not realistic. In your house, you have all the same doors, which is what I've gone for in here. I just make them like a neutral, light brown colour. So they go with pretty much everything, which I think downstairs, there's not many doors downstairs, but the colour scheme down there is quite like that wood anyway. Yeah, here, just before here is where I looked at the house and I thought, this is really ugly, I do not like it at all. So I thought, if I put some landscaping around it, maybe it'll look better. I think it was the basement bit that was such a large wall that had nothing around it that I really didn't like. I just had to get something in front of it. Here, I could not get the bedside tables to move closer to the bed, and it was really irritating because I had big objects on, but they would not come out of their slot a certain distance away from the bed. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it, but I was getting really irritated. So I ended up having to move the bed. Such a hassle. It's even worse in the daughter's bedroom. But it's alright. It works. I think you might actually have to move objects on if you ever place this lot. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't think it does on The Sims 4, but it might do on The Sims 3. I would have it on just to be safe, because there's a lot of moved objects used in this lot. Even just in this room, there's so much used. I also realised you can't move wall objects between blocks, which I'm pretty sure you can do on The Sims 4, but that was quite irritating, especially over that dresser. I couldn't move the mirror so it was central because I have the dresser slightly over from the wall, and that was really irritating me, but I just tried not to look at it. Yeah, I tried to make that lamp purple, but it was too many colours for one room. I think I tried to keep it the blue and the green with just a hint of purple. And here you see where I'm doing the doors. Yeah, I tried to give them a light neutral colour. I didn't want to go with the same colour that was in the room. I think I actually maybe ended up going with the colour that I used for the wood outside, just because it's a light, sort of creamy wood. Not creamy, it's more beige, but light beige. Yeah, I think this room's almost done now. Oh, another problem I really had, lighting. I had these spotlights in every room in the beginning, just so that I could see it, just so that I could decorate them. But they're so bad. Here's where I put the shower in the wrong way. I could not work out which the front of that shower was, and I tried to get a sim to use it, and they wouldn't get in. So I've obviously put it in wrong, but I will change it before I upload it to the exchange. I did not like this room at all. It was not looking good. No, this does not look good at all. I thought I was being different with the wood on the wall. That's why actually I just gave up on it. Oh no, I've done it. Oh, I see what happens. Oh yeah, so basically, I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. The button I use on my keyboard to hit record is 5 on the number pad, but if number lock is not on, it does not record. So almost every time I check that it's working, I record and I tab out, tab back in, just to make sure it says stop recording. 2 times in this entire build I did not do it, and those 2 times that it wasn't recording. So just then you might be able to see in the corner that one of the other rooms is decorated. That's the teenage girls room. Yeah, like this has been skipped out entirely, but you'll see it in the screenshots, and the bathroom got skipped out in the end. Where the other time it happened, pretty much the entire of the deck outside got skipped, but that's also in the screenshots. And to be honest, there was a lot of footage for this video. It was almost 7 hours, so it's probably for the best that it got cut down, because this took a lot of time to render and speed up. Just doing the teenage boys room now. I thought we'd have some nice, so I got to buy this telescope. I thought we'd have video console in there, because a lot of boys, I don't know, probably girls as well, teenage girls, have consoles in their room if their TV's big enough. Obviously that was a very small TV he's using there, but he's got some bean bags. I thought he'd rather have it in his room than in the living room, because there's no study or anything in his house. Yeah, the telescope. So I thought it looked really cool, and I still think it looks really cool, to be honest. But it's not usable. The chair is in the way, the chair at the desk, which I thought was fine. I play tested it. I didn't expect it to work, but I thought it looks cool. Hey, it's fine. However, I have recently discovered that the computer does not actually work either. You cannot sit on the chair because the telescope is in the way. So I have moved it. I moved it outside to the front of a lot with some seating that you'll see later on. I will probably upload it like that, because I don't think anyone will want it in the room if it causes things not to work, no matter how good it looks. So here is the bathroom. There's an ensuite on the master bedroom, obviously, and this, I imagine, would be the bathroom that the kids would use. So we've got a bath there for the youngest son, because he's still a child, and when I was a child, I didn't really like showering. I much preferred bathing. So I imagine that the child would rather have a bath, play with a toy duck or something. It's very blue, yeah, but the house, there's a lot of blue and there's a lot of green. Downstairs you'll see there's a lot of green, but I think it goes with the colourful doors. It flows through the house very nicely. Here I was going to have another little bathroom, but there was no room to fit all 3 things in. Obviously you can't move things like toilets and sinks between squares like you can on The Sims 4, and I keep talking about The Sims 4, but I did not realise how much harder it was to build on The Sims 3 until I did it. Yeah, so I ended up having a little laundry room there, because I didn't want just a toilet and sink bathroom upstairs. I thought it was a bit silly. I thought that should be the downstairs bathroom instead. So I then have that downstairs instead of the laundry room, and that's a little 2x2 room next to the kitchen. I don't know if that's sensible or not. I just thought they should have a downstairs bathroom instead of having 3 upstairs. It seemed a bit silly. So I'm playing around with the cabinets. I didn't know where I wanted cabinets, and it would, I don't know why, but it would make the cabinet a corner if you had it over a corner cabinet on the floor, and it was really annoying me. Had to play around with that to get it to work. And here I'm trying to put lights underneath, because there's mirrored splashbacks behind the counters. I think they look really nice. I wanted some lights under there as well, but they were really difficult to position, having to go in and out to see where they are, but I think they work eventually. I'm trying to get some colour into the room, because it's a very plain kitchen. I personally don't like modern kitchens that are just black and white. I think they are horrible. I would never have something like that in my house, personally. In my house now, I live with my parents. We've got, I don't know, I don't really like the wood, to be honest. It's more of an orangey wood than this, and black counters, sort of a lot like that actually. I prefer a lighter wood, very much like what I've done in this house, to be honest. That's the kind of kitchen I would have. Even the tiles, it's a very old style to have the what's it called, checkered tiles like that in your kitchen, but I really like it. I think it's quite nice. It goes to the house quite well. I had no idea where to put this dining table, because there are only 5 Sims that I've got living in this house. I don't think you would have any more than that, because there actually is no bed space. None of the children have a double bed, so I end up putting it against the window, because you only need 5 chairs, you don't need the 6th chair. I'm not sure whether all the chairs function with that flower in the middle. I have yet to check.
I did try to get them all to sit down to a meal together, and it did not go well. They were not having it. For some reason, the dad put the meal on the counter closest to the window, and they had to try and get past the island counters to get to them. They're all getting in each other's way. It was not good. Um, yeah, he ate, and then the third child was still, actually I think the second and the third child were still trying to get their meals. So you see I move it a bit closer. It is very close quarters in here. You can see I included a bar as well. I really wanted that big cabinet of drinks behind the bar, because it just fit in really nicely with the space. I just have to adjust the dining table to get it there. I wanted it nice in the middle of the room, but it's fine. I think it goes pretty well. And then here, I think in the sitting room, it looks really nice to have it sort of split halfway, the TV in the middle of the room. A lot of people would think to put the TV against the wall and have the whole thing as a big open room. I much prefer it closed off, divided like this. We're using a dark wood here. I think it's quite nice. It's like mahogany. Yeah, see, I forgot the gaming console in the child's room. Yeah, it's very. My grandparents, definitely my nan still has mahogany in her house. I think my other grandparents do in their dining room still. It's quite old, but I think it's quite classy, mahogany. That's why I put it in the living room. I had that old, I don't know if it's a stereo jukebox, I don't know what you'd call that, but we put in a rack of CDs as well. I think it goes quite well, it's quite cute. I didn't want a rack of CDs. Upstairs, there's a stereo. Where is it? In the teenage girls' room, which you didn't see. There's a stereo in there. But I didn't want CDs. I thought more like a Bluetooth speaker sort of thing that she'd just connect to her phone, because that's what I have in my room. I would never have an actual stereo with CDs, because you don't really get CDs anymore. I cannot remember the last time I bought a CD. I used to have some. I had all the JLS CDs, but I don't know what I did with them. I've got them all on iTunes now, Spotify. Yeah, you don't really listen to CDs anymore, but I thought it'd be cool to have them in the living room. It's like a family. You can get up those stairs with that pillar there. I have play tested that. I was worried that you wouldn't be able to, but you can get past the pillar, so that's a relief, because I think it looks really good there. I think it worked out really nice that I only had to have the banisters on the half of the stairs that wasn't leading up into the room above, because there's a wall up against the stairs in the room above, because I really hate when you have the stairs, say, in the middle of the rooms. You have to have banisters on both sides, and then the banister like intersects with the banister that will be upstairs. Or you can see the teenage girls' room in there a little bit. Yeah, it's just, I don't know why it happens. I don't know how you'd get around it, to be honest. There's not really a way, and if you didn't have a banister on the stairs, that would be very safe, especially with children living in the house, and there's no way that'd be safe to not have a fence around the hole where the stairs are upstairs. So I'm quite glad that worked out. I think we're doing the final decor downstairs now. Finishing off the hallway, looking pretty good. Now there's a bit off camera here where it's not yet. At the moment I'm still doing the hallway, but yeah, in a minute you'll see. So where the boys' room was going to be, I was going to have his room in the downstairs next to the living room, because I had a ladder going down to what was the music room, and obviously I still wanted him to be the musical sim. But because the floor was so far below the one where his room was, because the wall is so much higher, because it's part of the foundation, the ladder doesn't reach, and I wasn't aware of this until I play tested it now, and it was doing this thing where I deleted the ladder. I thought it's fine, I'll just do something else. I tried to spiral staircase, nothing really worked. I thought it's fine, I'll just have to have a door going from the outsides to it, it's fine. There was a hole in the top of the roof, and I couldn't get rid of it. I don't know what it was. I think it's where I deleted the ladder from the bottom. It didn't like it. You'll see now there's a hole, and I don't know what to do about it, because I've already deleted the ladder. And I wanted to place a bunk bed, but I didn't want it against the window, but I also didn't want it there. Oh no, I did want it there. Yeah, I wanted it there. but the hole was in the way. I wanted a bedside table there. I was like, what do I do? I tried everything. I placed a pillow, it would not go away. So I ended up having to move the door and put the bed in a different place, but wherever I did, the hole would not go away. I put a ladder back, realised that you can actually use it. See, I've skipped now. What I ended up doing, I exited the game, I came back to where I last saved it, and I deleted the ladder from the top, and it was fine. It just worked perfectly. I don't know what the issue was with deleting it from the bottom, which made a hole. I don't know why. So, considering I couldn't have the ladder going down to the music room anymore, I thought it does not make sense to have the child on the bottom floor. The child would much more likely be upstairs with the parents, and the teenage girl should be downstairs. So I then swap her room and put it there, and I make the child's room upstairs. We're going to that now. So his room, I wasn't sure what to do at all, because I wanted to use this castle bed, but then I didn't know what cover to put on the duvet, because I didn't want cowboys, because then I'd have a cowboy themed room. And I didn't know what decor to put in. I'm not a big fan of this room, I'm not gonna lie. I got some more colour in. I got the colour in through, you can see that's red. I don't think that stays. Does it stay red? Oh no, that does stay red. I put it over in that corner, and then I changed that chest so it's blue, so there is colour coming in through the children's objects. But I changed the wall colours as well, because at the moment they're still pink and blue like they were in the girls' room, but I changed them to red. I think I have a green, I have a green one as well. So there's quite a lot of colour in his room. I'm still not a big fan, but it's alright. He's got everything he needs. He's got toys, he's got a costume chest, he's got a rocking horse, which I thought was quite nice, and he's got a bunk bed, which I think you'll quite like. So now we're just doing the path to the music room, which is downstairs. I had to move my landscaping about a little bit. I wasn't really expecting that. And then I decided to put a nice little outdoor area at the front. This fire pit, I didn't realise that even if you have move objects on, it doesn't let you place a chair connected with the fire pit unless you'll be able to put it there without move objects on. It's the same with dining tables and with the desks. Yeah, I didn't know this. I'm pretty sure you can on The Sims 4, but you can't here. Which I suppose is for the best, because at least I know that it's usable. But yeah, here I tried to change the roof colour, because I hadn't actually touched the roof colour. I used the one that it came with, and I built the house around it, but I then couldn't find something to change it to. So here is the music room. Now, the spots on the wall, I was going for a soundproof wall, and I've seen soundproof music rooms before, and this is what the wall tends to look like. I think the dots would be smaller than this, but that's what I was going for, and I think it's quite cool personally. I got a nice stereo in there, got all the instruments, which the child still can't play, which I'm still quite annoyed about, but it's fine. Here I'm doing the front porch. Yeah, and I had to change over that fire pit, and that's really annoying, but I got it in. I much preferred that one. I don't think you're going to see me do the back porch. I added that lantern in. I added it in a few more places as well. Had to get some lighting outside. Yeah, I thought I was recording the back porch, and I wasn't, and that was really annoying because I actually put quite a lot out there. It just ends after I try and do these fences, which I had quite a lot of trouble with. As you can see, it looks terrible right now, but you'll see in the screenshots I made it work.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of screenshots here. I even got some of the laundry room. Not everything on this lot is what you're going to get on the exchange, because I did have to move quite a lot of items around. As you see, the telescope moved, but thank you all for watching. I hope to get some more videos up soon. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Yeah, bye.